Wonderful. Fabulous. So here we are for the Monday Mindful. I got it wrong last week and it doesn't trip off the tongue. Mindful Monday session. Is it yeah, it is Mindful Monday session. Um, and I'm going to take you through, we're going to do we've got a format to this session. It starts with a nice relaxation, goes into some breath work at the moment, the middle bit where we teach a bit, and then we finish up with a loving kindness meditation. And a loving kindness meditation is something that's just really good to do every day. And you can pick up on one of the ways that we do it in these sessions. I do try and mix it up a bit. Or you can come up with your own way of doing it. I mean, that's usually, if you read a lot of the great teachers and great mystics, they actually all say do it your way. That's what got me where I got. So you learn it and then you find your own way of doing it, and that's what really helps. So let's begin with some meditation and get into this session. I'm going to ask you to have a fidget, have a stretch, get comfortable. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to start with taking 3 deep breaths. But what I want you to do is, as you breathe in, you kind of open your eyes kind of wider. And then as you breathe out, you allow your eyes to close. You do that on the first breath. On the second breath, just let your eyes rest where they are and allow them to close as you breathe out. And on the third breath in, just barely open them up. And breathe out. And I don't know whether you'll start relaxing on the first breath, the second breath, or the third breath, but whenever it is you start relaxing, you really can get the most out of this session today. So let's take a deep breath in, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And just return to your natural breath. That gentle rise and fall, that natural rhythm, your own tide. Just enjoy that. There's nothing to do, just relax. Nothing to force, just your natural, gentle rhythm. With your breath, and your breath's been with you since you were born. It's one of those wonderful things that we do that we don't have to think about it. You can just do it and relax. And tell yourself, I am going to relax. I'm going to meditate. Everyday thoughts will not distract me. Sounds round about me will not disturb me. They just help me go deeper into my meditation today. And just continue just following the breath. Breathing in and following the air as it goes up through the nostrils. Just breathe it in. Just imagine you're breathing into your heels, all the way down to your heels. And begin to notice how that shifts your breath slightly. Just in the time as you shift your breath, you may notice relaxation beginning now. Where does relaxation start for you with each breath? That's right. as you're sat or lay there listening, following your breath. Listening to my voice. You can in a moment relax deeper into this meditation as you shift your focus from your in and out breath to the pause in between the breath. Just pause between the breath, each breath rising and falling. And you can just, with your eyes closed now, just follow your breath. Just follow your breath in and out. That's right. And shifting that focus to the pause in between the breath as you relax. That little moment of stillness. Between the breath. And as you arrive in that stillness between each breath, each time, allow yourself to go into that stillness a little deeper. And notice where begins within you to respond to that stillness. Comfortably begin to elongate that stillness. Hold that breath on the in and out for a bit longer. Enjoy the stillness. Effortless. Just allowing that stillness to be there. As you become more aware of that stillness, more aware of where you experience that stillness within you, not just within your mind. I want you to give that sense of stillness a colour. First colour that comes to mind. Just imagine that stillness, that colour, as a mist, a gentle mist, and with each breath in, that coloured mist starts to fill your body. Spreading that stillness within you. I wonder how much stiller than this you can be, with nothing to do but just breathe. Not trying, not attempting, just allowing. course, even when we're close to stillness, our bodies are moving, the blood is flowing, our hearts are pumping. So become aware of the stillness within the movement, the stillness behind the sensations. And allow yourself to sink into that stillness, as though easing yourself into a warm pool of deep meditation, submerging yourself in the stillness. And just hold yourself there, suspended in the stillness, a little while longer. Of course, there is stillness of sound as well as sensation, so become aware of where you experience stillness in the sounds round about you. The silence shapes the music and gives the notes their power, their texture, their meaning. Allow the stillness to shape you. And just go deeper now. That's right. Like that. However you do that now. And then in a moment, gently return, opening your eyes. When you're ready to go even deeper with the next exercise and the final meditation. So when you are ready to do that now, to allow yourself to just gently open your eyes. Be here in this time, in this place, present in this moment. This is a really nice technique. It's one that's worth persevering with. It's breathwork technique. And it's simply known as 6 breaths. For some people, you'll find that you can do this easily straight away. For others, it might take a little bit more work, just a bit of practice each day. And we can adapt it so as you build up to it. But the basics of, and that's what I like about these breathwork techniques, by themselves each one is simple. The 6 breaths is the aim to, as you're breathing, whether you're in meditation or just working with your breath, is to get yourself where you're breathing 6 breaths a minute. So in and out 6 times in a minute. Which sounds quite a lot when you first say it like that. However, it's only breathing in for 5 seconds and then breathing out for 5 seconds. So it's not hugely difficult. Some people do need to build up to it a little bit, in which case you can kind of start on 12 breaths a minute and then slowly reduce it down till you get to the 6. If you find 6 easy, you can go for 5 or 4. But it's a really good technique. It really helps focus the mind. It really helps us relax. And it also, because you're doing that slower breath, because you're pacing your breaths over the minute, actually we're taking in better oxygen levels. So it actually energizes us as well. So the basic practice would be, and I'll count it through first. So you'd breathe in, it would be in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. If when you're practicing it, if you want to stick with going for the 6 breaths in a minute, but you find that on the inhale you're already full before you get to the full count, or on the way out you find you've got rid of all your breath before you get to the end of the count, that's not a problem. Just hold your breath for a little bit longer. When it's running properly, you want a fluid flow. We're not kind of breathing in and holding it and then breathing out. And all these exercises teach us they strengthen our breathing. They work with the diaphragm. So when we practice them regularly, we're not just getting the relaxation and the meditational benefits of them, but they are helping us as well. And I'm pretty sure it was breathwork techniques that, with this last cough and cold that I had, meant that it didn't go onto my chest. It attempted it, but it wasn't having it. So what we'll do is we will give this a practice. I've got my stopwatch here. So I'll use this to pace us and just give it a go. There's, like I say, there's no, if you find that you're almost hitting that count, but you're, like I say, you're either full or empty before we quite get there, just pause that extra beat. It's probably only going to be an extra beat anyway, before we start on the out count. Is that all kind of clear? Everyone kind of sees what? Yeah, wonderful. Fabulous. So again, I'll actually have a bit of a fidget, and we'll do this. I'll see how everyone's going. I'll keep an eye on your cameras, and if you look like you're struggling a bit, I'll be kind and we'll just do a couple of minutes. But if everyone looks like they're going, and it's only me as we're recording this, we'll be able to see you, so you don't have to worry about that. And then, but if you look like you're doing good, we'll go on a bit longer. It's one of those, after a couple of 3 minutes, you're going to be starting to notice the benefits from it already. If you can do this for 5 minutes a day, it's going to help your energy levels. It's going to help your stress levels. It's going to keep your mind nice and sharp as well. So have a fidget, get comfortable. I'll just refresh on that. So it's in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it'll be slower than that. Are we ready? Yep, good. Let's go. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and continue on just in silence. That's right, continue on. That's it, just a little while longer now. And just keeping your eyes closed, return to your natural breath, your natural rhythm. Just allow that exercise, that breathing. Just pay attention to how your body's feeling, how your mind feels after that. And then when you're ready, just return, gently opening your eyes. Gentle stretch, a gentle fidget. So I don't know how you got on with that one. Whether you found that it's easy enough, and if you found it really easy, lengthen it. So go for 4 breaths in a minute, which would be what's roughly 7 seconds an in breath, 7 seconds an out breath. Or if you wanted to go even further, you could go for 3 seconds a minute, which would be 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out. But just find what's comfortable. You should never really be forcing or straining yourself with these. Just taking it at a nice steady pace. And so that brings us to our final meditation of today. And that's going to be our loving kindness meditation. Have a stretch, have a fidget. After the first meditation and some breath work, it should be pretty easy to relax into this one. And I'm going to ask you just to take a nice deep breath in and just allow your eyes to close on that first breath, if they're not closed already. Just breathing in and out, allowing your eyes to close and just focusing within. Just returning to your breath for a moment. And out of curiosity, notice the difference in your breathing as you begin to imagine that you're breathing in through your heels and out through the nose. So you're drawing that air up from your heels and out through your nose. Just take a little moment to Become aware of that place within you that's most comfortable and most still. And when you are ready to go deeper into meditation and relax, you can allow that feeling of comfort and stillness to spin and flow within you. As each in-breath and out-breath moves that feeling around. And we'll bring a bit of energy into this, so I want you to imagine on every in-breath you're drawing in light from all the world around you. It's going all the way down the center of your spine and forming a ball about the size of a golf ball or a ping pong ball, just a couple of inches in behind your belly button. And with every in-breath, that ball of light, seeing it there as light, whatever color that is for you, just expands on the in-breath. As you take more energy in, and as you breathe out, you can breathe out any sort of negative energy, any sort of heavy energy. Breathing in that light and expanding that ball of light. And then breathing out, letting go of any of that heavy negative energy. With each breath, that ball can get slightly bigger. And this time, as we breathe in, we're going to send it down to the base of the spine. As you breathe in again, bringing it up the spine to the crown of the head. Breathing out, letting go of any of that negative energy. Breathing in, moving it all the way down the front, back to where it started. Breathing out. Breathing in, moving that energy down base of the spine. Breathing out the negative, breathing that light energy up, all the way up the spine to the top of the head, and then down the front. And keep circling that energy for a little while, knowing that even when you begin to focus on other things during this, that energy can continue to move and flow for you with each breath. The more you circulate that energy every day, the more it helps balance your body's natural energies. So it's a good practice to do. As you continue circling that energy and relaxing more. I want you to imagine yourself in a beautiful spot out in nature. Just a perfect, beautiful spot. And if If you're not so much of a winter person, imagine you're there in the summer, or whatever your favourite time of year is. Be there. See the things you see, hear the things you hear, sense and feel what it's like being in that wonderful place now. And notice how easier it is to connect to a sense of love, but an unconditional love. Quite often use the analogy of how the sun rises every morning, and regardless of what's gone on the earth and who's doing what and what's happening, it gives of its light and its warmth and its energy freely and asks nothing in return. That universal love. And just allow yourself to connect with that. I wonder what colour that would be for you, just the first colour that comes to you. As you become aware of that colour, I want you to imagine it surrounding you like an energy, like a light. Whatever colour that is for you that represents that universal love, just enfolding you, encircling you. Bathing you in that light. And as you're stood there in that place in nature, you become aware of someone or a group of people coming towards you from the distance. As they approach, you realize it is people that mean the world to you. Friends, family, people you love. And they approach and they stand a little way away from you. And as you breathe in and out, that light, whatever colour it is for you, expands out and envelops them. Wraps them in that light, that love, and just spend a moment sharing that universal love with them. And then smiling, bring that light and that energy back to you, that love, and watch as they walk away, carrying some of that light and love with them. And as they leave, you become aware of another person or group of people arriving, and that's friends and people that you know, acquaintances. It can also be the people in the shop whose names maybe you don't know, but you recognise them. That person that when you pass them always says hello, even though you haven't got a clue who it is. And just see them. Might just be one person that comes to mind, but see them before you. As you breathe in and out, that light, that love expands out, wrapping itself, enfolding those people or that person in that love. Just bathing them, sharing that light and love with them. Flows through you and to them. That's right. And you begin to withdraw that light and that love back to yourself, and that person or those group of people, just they smile, you smile back. And they head off, carrying some of that light and love with them. And as they do so, you become aware of another person or a group of people coming towards you. And this is going to be someone or a group of people that somewhere in the past maybe have offended you or upset you, crossed you. Not necessarily someone who you hate passionately, but maybe there's a little dislike there. And just know as they approach that all is good, all is safe, and just reach out with that light and that universal love. It's coming and flowing through you. Reach out and wrap that person or those people in that light and that love. See them bathed in that, enveloped in that. Just be with that, sharing that light and that love. That's right. You bring that light, that love back to you. And they smile and you smile as they walk off, carrying some of that light and love with them. And as they leave, you notice one more person arriving. And you realize it's you. But it's that little you. It's you as a child. See the child you walking towards you. And reach out with that light and that love, wrapping and enfolding that child you in that light, in that love, holding that you in that space of love and light. Just be with that. There's nothing to do. Just allow that universal love to flow. And you smile at that younger you. The younger you smiles back. As you bring that light and that love back to you, you reach out because that younger you, that child you is walking towards you. You reach out and you hold that younger you. And maybe there's something right now that you can say or need to say or feel urged to say to that younger you. That helps make everything okay now. Helps you move forward. In whatever life is presenting. With love and light. And you embrace that young you, drawing that young you into you, that light, that love. You smile to yourself. You bring that light and that love, that radiance, and bring it down until it meets that ball of light that's been circulating around, up and down, round and around throughout the whole of this. And it joins that light. And that light, that love and that energy now just flowing around you. Up the spine to the crown of the head and down the front back to where it starts. Just a couple of more times now. And make it one last turn around. Bring that ball of energy and light and that ball of love down to the start place, just behind the belly button. As the awareness of that ball of energy fades, it will continue to be there, empowering you. That love, that light and that energy, and as it begins to fade, you can become more aware of where you are now. In this time, in this place, in your room, listening to my voice. And as you're listening to my voice and aware of where you are, you can become aware of a foot or a toe or some fingers and give them a wiggle. And notice how that wiggle starts to bring you back out with a wonderful, playful sense of peace, ready to embrace the rest of the week, ready to carry that light and love that you have within you out into the world in all that you do and all that you are. And when you're ready to do that and to feel good for the rest of the week, then and only then, open your eyes, have a stretch, have a fidget, be back here, be back now.